Hello everyone! I'm glad to see you on my channel. My name is Nadia. This is a channel about knitting and crochet, and in this video, we will be making this pattern. This will be the third version of this stitch. All three swatches are on your screen now. This was the very first version, this was the second version, and here is the third. In my opinion, the third one turned out to be the most interesting, but please write in the comments which one you like the most. And if you're wondering why I decided to group these three patterns together, I'll explain. Firstly, they are all crocheted using the brioche crochet technique, or as I call it, crocheting as if with knitting needles. Secondly, they all share the same base. That base is a sequence within this one row made up of shortened, incomplete sections, and depending on how we mix this row, how we arrange it in relation to the other rows, we can get a pattern like this. You see, here it's just rhombuses, and all these branches made of the rhombuses are facing one direction. Like this. It's probably most visible. That was the first version. In the second version, we have the same rhombuses, but here some branches face one way and the next branches face the other way. There is also a dividing line that separates them from each other. And the third version, in my opinion, is the most interesting. Look here, the branches also face different directions. I'll highlight this branch. Here, the leaves face one way, then the other, then one way again. And there's no longer that dividing line between them. And here, it looks like these branches, these sections, emerge from a single line. But in reality, these patterns are crocheted almost identically. They are like three identical triplet sisters. There are literally minimal differences. And look, you get different patterns. This is the magic of this method of crochet, crocheting as if with knitting needles, or brioche crochet. So, for the third version of the pattern, here the pattern will consist of just 2 rows. This has become a classic format on my channel when we make this type of brioche pattern in just 2 rows. One row is worked from right to left, consisting of many small shortened sections. The second row is worked from left to right, also consisting of many small sections. Then these 2 rows are repeated to the desired height. Okay, for the pattern, I'm making a chain with a number of stitches that is a multiple of 12 plus 2. I will chain 38. The chains are made, and now I'm moving on to the first row. The first row, first section. Make 1 chain for turning. Next, I insert the hook into the second chain from the hook in the back loop only and work 8 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first section is done. Now I will immediately start the pattern repeat. A repeat is the part of the pattern that is repeated. I will explain the repeat to you now. So, the start of the repeat. Make 1 turning chain. Turn your work, make a yarn over on the hook, and insert the hook into the second chain from the hook in the back loop only. Pull the working yarn through all loops on the hook. That's 1 yarn over slip stitch. Into the next stitch, work exactly the same yarn over slip stitch. That's 2. In total, there will be 6 yarn over slip stitches here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain and turn. The next section is 8 regular slip stitches. Again, start in the second chain from the hook in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the hook into the bar between the sections to make a join, and now 2 more slip stitches need to be worked from the row below. I've inserted the hook. Next, into the row below, in the back loop only, that's 7, and into the next stitch, that's 8. The next section is done. Make 1 turning chain and turn, and again, work 6 yarn over slip stitches. Start again in the second chain from the hook in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain and turn, and now 8 regular slip stitches. Start again in the second chain from the hook in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the hook into the bar to join into the row below, that's 7, and into the next stitch, 8. Again, make 1 turning chain and turn. Make a yarn over on the hook into the second chain from the hook, insert your hook, and make 6 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain and turn, and the final section in the repeat, 14 regular slip stitches. Start as always in the second chain from the hook in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the hook into the bar to join into the row below, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And with that, the first element of this pattern is done. And the repeat is complete. So you continue repeating this sequence over and over. 6 yarn over slip stitches, then 8 regular slip stitches, 6, 8, 6, 14. Again, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 14. And so on to the end of the row until you run out of stitches. If you remember, or if you've already crocheted one of the other 2 patterns I showed at the beginning, you've definitely noticed that the repeat and the first row are exactly the same in all 3 patterns. It's the same beginning, the same sequence of stitches, and the same repeat everywhere. So, I'll finish this row to the end to this point. Here, I'll show you how the repeat changes slightly to finish the first row. And so, I'm reaching the last element in the final repeat. You see, there's no room to make 14 stitches here. I have 6 stitches from the last section and 2 stitches remaining on the foundation chain. This means I only work 8. I've already made the turning chain. And now I begin again. Into the second chain from the hook, I insert my hook and work 6. I insert the hook into the bar to join, into the row below, 7, 8. So, to finish the last section of the first row, where the pattern repeat calls for 14, you just work 8. And with that, the first row is complete. Next up is the second row. If you pay attention to it, you'll see it has the exact same rhombuses, the same wings. In fact, the stitch sequence in the second row will be exactly the same as the first, but we are swapping the places where we made yarn over slip stitches and where we made regular slip stitches. Here, everything is done the opposite way, and these rhombuses are positioned in a staggered pattern relative to the rhombuses of the first row. Therefore, we don't start the second row with a full rhombus like we did in the first row. We start the second row with a half motif, and we'll end it with a half motif as well. So, the second row. First, make one turning chain and turn. Make a yarn over, insert the hook into the second chain from the hook, and work 2 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2. Make one turning chain, turn, and back the other way, work 2 regular slip stitches. 1, 2. Make one turning chain, turn, and now work 4 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2. I insert the hook under 2 strands here because I'm making yarn over slip stitches, and this join will be on the right side. Make a yarn over, and into the row below, 3, 4. Make one turning chain, turn, and 4 regular slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make one turning chain, turn, and now 6 yarn over slip stitches. Make a yarn over, into the second chain from the hook, insert the hook and work. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm reaching a step, so I make the join, inserting the hook under 2 strands. Make a yarn over, into the row below, 5, and 6. Make one turning chain, turn, and work 6 regular slip stitches. Again, start in the second chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make one turning chain and turn, and now 14 yarn over slip stitches. Make a yarn over, insert the hook into the second chain from the hook, and work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reach the first step. Make a join. That's 7. Next, 8. I reach the second step, make a join again. That's 9. And into the next stitch, 10. I reach the next step, join again. That's 11. And into the next stitch, 12. And another step, join again. (13) and 14. Make one turning chain and turn. And look, we have completed this first element in the second row. Now the repeat for the second row will begin. As I said, the numerical sequence is exactly the same as in the first row. So, I've made the turning chain, turn. Into the second chain from the hook, insert the hook and work 6 regular slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make one turning chain, turn. Now 8 yarn over slip stitches. Into the second chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the hook under 2 strands, the joining bar and the strand next to it. Yarn over. 7, 8. make 1 turning chain, turn, 6 regular slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain, turn, 8 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the hook under 2 strands, the joining bar and the strand next to it, 7 and 8. Make 1 turning chain, turn, 6 regular slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and the last section in the repeat, 14 yarn over slip stitches. Make a yarn over on the hook. I insert the hook into the second chain from the hook and work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert the hook under 2 strands, the joining bar and the strand next to it. Make a yarn over, 7, 8, under the bar and the strand, yarn over, 9, 10, under the bar and the strand, yarn over, 11, 12, again, under the bar and the strand, make a yarn over. 13 and 14. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and with that, the repeat is complete. This is the sequence that we repeat in the second row. Then we repeat the pattern repeat again and again. That's 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, and 14, and again 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, and 14, and so on to the end of the row. I'll meet you here at the end of the row, and I'll show you how to make this little section. It's going to be half of this rhombus. I've reached the end of the row, and now I'll work the last element. I've made the turning chain and turned. It begins with 6 regular slip stitches in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and then 6 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and then 4 regular slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and then 4 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and then 2 regular slip stitches. 1, 2. Make 1 turning chain, turn, and 2 yarn over slip stitches. 1 and 2. Make 1 turning chain and turn to prepare for the next row. So look, I've crocheted 2 rows. The first and the second. Here is the larger swatch, first and second rows. And then we repeat this sequence. Go back to the beginning of the video instructions and repeat first, second, first, second. In this swatch, I have repeated it 4 times. When you finish your project, to even out the edge, you can see my edge is straight here, but here the edge is stepped. Here, we use the most common technique for this type of crochet. I simply work 1 row completely across as a single section, without any short rows. So, I've made the turning chain and turned. I insert the hook into the second chain from the hook in the back loop only and work regular slip stitches. 1, 2, I work into the step, making a join, and this evens out the edge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on to the end of the row. The only thing to note, as a way to check your work, you should have the exact same number of stitches that you chained at the beginning. For me, that will be 38. So in this row, I should also work 38 slip stitches. If your count doesn't match, it means there's a mistake somewhere. I finished the final evening row, and you see the edge has become straight, just like on this swatch. I also want to remind you that this pattern is one-sided. This is the wrong side, this is the right side. If you want both sides to look like the right side, then you must work all stitches in all rows as yarn over slip stitches. You would completely forget about the regular slip stitch. But I prefer to make one-sided patterns. I like them more that way. I hope you liked this. Please leave likes, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to receive notifications about new video tutorials, because I think my channel has the largest collection of these kinds of brioche crochet patterns I develop myself, because you won't find them anywhere else on the internet. Thanks again for your attention. Bye-bye.